And welcome back to another edition of Ripps Wrestling Roundup here, simulcasting as well on Periscope. We are here discussing WWE Roadblock, which is coming up this Sunday. It's a Raw pay-per-view. Professor Chewy is here with me as always. We're in the studio, and we're gonna take some questions from the people in Periscope if they have some. Otherwise, we're just gonna keep spewing our bullshit and keep going and going and going here. So let's talk about some of the matches that's coming up for Roadblock here. We've got, I believe in the pre-show, it's going to be Rusev taking on Big Cass, who's had some issues. Rusev's had some issues lately with Enzo and Lana. What are your thoughts on Rusev versus Big Cass Sunday?
Well, I feel like people have been waiting to see Big Cass step up and take it to him, just because he's a big guy, and you can see more of like a even keel thing going on there, where they're both giants.
Yep.
And, because Enzo's small. I mean, he's got heart, but
he does.
Against Rusev, you need somebody who's pretty big.
Yeah, and I think the goal eventually would be obviously to have Big Cass be somebody. He's learning on the mic. He pretty much does the same shtick over and over, but at the same time, he's somebody. Vince, perfect for Vince. Vince loves the big guys with the good physiques. He can talk. He can obviously move in the ring. So eventually I think he'll be a singles guy. So this would be a good test to see where he's at with that. I'd imagine Rusev comes out on top just because he's a more dominant singles guy right now. And maybe Lana interferes or something and costs him the match, or maybe even Enzo interferes. Who knows? But I think that Rusev will probably end up winning this match. We've got Sami Zayn, who's been arguing with Mick Foley for weeks now about taking on Braun Strowman. What do you think about this one? Do you think Sami is in over his head on this, or what?
He's going to die. I feel like
he's going to die.
I hope he makes it out in one piece. But, it's cool. You always want to see the small guy beat the giant. You know what I mean?
Of course.
We've seen it before. But it's cool. I mean, Braun Strowman is scary. That guy is huge.
He's a big dude. He really is. I wouldn't want to pick a fight with him for sure, man. No, he is a large man. I can't see, obviously, and they've been wrestling each other on house shows, and Braun's been beating him. I can't imagine Zayn beating him, but maybe this is a special kind of stipulation where I think Zayn's only getting 10 minutes. So
just to keep him safe.
I guess so. I don't know if that means that they're going to protect Stroman and have Zayn outlast that 10 minutes, or if they're going to have Zayn not last the 10 minutes, and then what's the whole point of this whole thing anyway?
10 minutes of a straight-up beaten by Stroman.
Which is absolutely what it could turn out to be, but
I'm afraid of the guy's beard, much less the guy himself.
Trying to get there myself right now.
I got nothing.
Hey, you got something there, pal. Don't worry about it. Yes, this is the list of rips, by the way. We do have the list of rips. Don't get on it. If you ask any stupid questions on Periscope, I wouldn't worry because nobody's watching right now. But if you ask any stupid questions, you will end up on the list of rips.
It's just mostly my name over and over again.
You saw in the last episode, he put me on his grocery list. So anyway, Sasha against Charlotte, first time in WWE. They've done it in NXT, but the first WWE Iron Woman match. 30 minutes, most pinfalls or submissions or falls, for that matter, win the match. What do you think about this? The women, first Hell in the Cell match, they did the Falls Count Anywhere match, which obviously isn't the first, but now the first Iron Woman match. What is your thought on the upcoming Women's Championship match?
I mean, it's definitely cool, but it's gone back and forth so many times, that I don't know. It definitely sounds cool, like Iron Woman match, but now I almost assume that the person who doesn't have the belt is going to win the belt, and then the next time they fight, it's going to go, it's going to flip-flop again and again and again.
That's true. It's flip-flop way too many times for my liking recently. I'm not sure why it's been that way. I know there was an early belief that Sasha was hurt, but the last I don't know, they flip-flopped it a ton of times. I think finally it's going to stay on Sasha. See, well, I'm already confused.
For real, I almost forgot, and I thought that Charlotte had it. I'm not even joking. I thought that she had it. But you're right. It's
Sasha has it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this week Sasha has it.
This week.
Yeah, but yeah. So Sasha, I think she's going to keep it.
Who has the belt? What time is it?
Yeah, and I think she's going to actually hold on to it until I think they're going to probably branch her off and maybe do a feud with somebody, to, maybe like a Nia Jax for a little while or somebody else, while Charlotte and Bayley go do their thing, eventually culminating with what I think would be Sasha and Bayley at WrestleMania, because obviously they've had such great matches in the past. So that should be interesting too. The New Day, who just broke the record for the longest reign of tag team champions in history, beating Demolition's record, will take on, as we saw at Tribute to the Troops, Cesaro and Sheamus, the new number one contenders for the tag team belts. What are your thoughts on this? Because I actually have a distinct thought on this one.
Tell me.
Oh, I will.
I don't know. They broke the record, so do they want to keep going and make that record even bigger for the next people to come along and break it, down the line? Or do they just want to end it right now because they broke the record and be like, all right, it's broken. Now let's exchange it and give it to somebody else. Maybe Cesaro and Sheamus are going to win it. Just because it's already broken, let's really break it.
I've been thinking for quite some time that Cesaro and Sheamus would be the guys to break it. Two guys that could use it. The New Day doesn't need it anymore. I mean, they've broken the record. It would have been a shame for them not to have broken the record, obviously, and that they teased us with 2 matches the other night. But
they've sold enough bootios to last them,
And let's put them in the chase now, or even make them heels after a little while. Freshen them up a little bit. But in fact, Cesaro was the one who dropped the tag team title to them in the first place. He was with Tyson Kidd. That's how long ago it was, before Kidd's injury. So I think that Cesaro and Sheamus are actually going to win this match. 2 guys butting heads all the time. It seems like they've been setting it up. So I'm actually going with Cesaro and Sheamus on this one to break the New Day streak, have the New Day in chase mode for a little while, possibly do some different stuff with them. So we'll see where that one goes.
I predict Keith Slater and Rhino will win it. Somehow.
Keith Slater?
I know.
I love how they, by the way, have like, I need this job. I have kids on the video screen. He's got T-shirts that say that. That part of it's stupid. When he says it, it's funny. But anyway, Jericho, our favorite guy right now. Jericho against Rollins. Rollins seeking revenge. He wants Triple H. He wants Triple H bad. Probably will happen at WrestleMania. What are your thoughts on Jericho Rollins?
It's tough. They're both like, is Rollins even? He's like a good guy now, right? He's like
he's a face. Yep, for sure.
He's still got a little bit of heel in him, but he's a face. And Jericho is a heel, but he's almost getting the love of an adored baby face because the crowd loves this guy. So it's just, you know what I mean? Are they gonna push Jericho even further and have him win?
Yep.
And then what is that? I feel like Seth has been losing a lot of big opportunities too, though. So. I've my gut tells me Rollins is going to beat him. If it's a clean, straight-up fight, regular match, Rollins will beat him. Jericho has nothing really to gain on it, out of it. But you should pedigree him on the list, or has he done that?
Oh, I don't know if he's done it on the list. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I don't know which way they're going to go with that. I mean, if Rollins loses, it will definitely be because somebody interfered, whether it's Triple H or I don't think Owens will get involved.
Hornswoggle.
The Undertaker will come up from under the ring. I don't know. I'm not really too sure on this one. I think, like I said, my gut tells me that Rollins is going to win, but something tells me maybe this is where Triple H interferes and starts setting things up. Might be too early though, unless they're planning on having them fight at the Royal Rumble. So we'll see where they go with that one as well.
Triple H. When is he going to get that 4th H? That's what I'm waiting for. Quadruple H.
Quad. He's torn both of his quads, just like his father-in-law there, Vinny Quads.
Man, that family can't keep the quads on.
Oh man, it's terrible. It's such a terrible injury. But I still never understand how Vince could tear both of his quads and not show any inkling of pain, other than not being able to get up. He's sitting there yelling at guys, Batista and John Cena. It was crazy. He's a tough son of a bitch, man.
That's right.
He is something else, man.
It's the hate.
Oh,
it's the
man.
hate that keeps them
It's crazy. And the main event, Roman Reigns against Kevin Owens, United States champion against Universal champion. Who do you think's coming out on top of this one?
Probably Owens, I would say, just because I don't see them giving Roman 2 titles. But, stranger things have happened.
Well, you never know. I don't think Owens will be the champion going into WrestleMania. I don't know who that person will be. Finn Balor will be back at some point soon, if not the Rumble, a little after that, before WrestleMania. Yeah,
Fine Balor.
And Finn Balor.
Finn Balor.
So I would think that he's going to be involved in the title picture at some point. That being said, I don't think Reigns is going to take it from him. He'll continue as the United States champion. I think they'll probably have another match or two, maybe even at the Royal Rumble, who knows. But I just don't see Reigns beating him. I don't see the reason for it. Keep it on Owens until somebody takes it from him. Like I said, I don't think that he'll be the champ going into WrestleMania unless they have something cool planned. We'll see. But we'll see. I don't know. I really think Owens is going to take this one, though.
That's right.
And that's probably the best roadblock, pre-show predictions that you're going to get. I mean, we're probably the 2 best in the business. That's what we're being told anyway. All of our fans watching us on Periscope right now. We have a question. Let's see. What does it say? Oh, it says, Professor Chewy, where did you get your name from?
Actually, didn't you give it to me?
I did. We're big fans of Star Wars, and Professor Chewy, we just like making the that's probably the best I've ever done it too. There it is. We're both looking forward to Rogue One, so check out revelbots.com in the near future for our Rogue One what do you call those things? Review. It's a review. Yeah, we're going to tell you what we thought of it. Yeah, it is. I couldn't spit it out. I'm going to see it this coming Sunday, so that will be cool. I'm sure the professor will see it at some point as well, and we will culminate and talk about it. Another question from the audience. This is from Big Dick Johnson 43. Yes, you can catch us on revelbots.com. That's where our main hub is. We not only do wrestling, but we do some other things. But wrestling is my passion. The professor here loves wrestling as well, so we like getting together and talking about it. Next question. Predictions for Goldberg and Lesnar for the Royal Rumble. What are you thinking?
What? They're fighting at the Rumble?
Well, most likely at some point they're going to butt heads in that match. But what are your thoughts on the Goldberg-Lesnar debacle?
Who's this Goldberg gentleman? I don't know.
He's a rabbi.
Well, after what happened last time, maybe Lesnar will destroy him in even quicker fashion. Maybe 1 minute he'll just go in there and just do some kind of suplex city business on him, and it'll be over. They were just so quick.
Quick prediction before the show ends for that one, for you, Big Dick Johnson 43, and that would be that Goldberg eliminates Lesnar in the Rumble, causing even more friction between the two, and Lesnar somehow comes back and gets Goldberg eliminated, or Goldberg doesn't win in some fashion. It will set up a match at WrestleMania to where Lesnar is definitely the underdog because Goldberg's gotten the upper hand on him not once but twice after Rumble. That's our predictions. That's our show for the week. Tune in next time to see some more talk, more smart marks here, and that's about it. So for the professor, I'm Dr. Ripps. We'll see you next time.